Mark, if you don't mind, I want to go back to the artists in Massachusetts. The majority of us in the hip-hop music world knows who Joyner Lucas is, right?
Yes, absolutely.
I have a lot of respect for this dude because he did something that most of these artists from Boston would never try to do. He spoke out on how Boston doesn't have a music scene the way NYC, ATL, Philly, Chicago, Miami, and LA has a music scene where new artists are seen and heard on huge network platforms like a Revolt TV, Fuse TV, MTV, BET, Univision, Telemundo, big network companies. Joyner Lucas did something that was so smart and brilliant, and that's take all his music out of Worcester, Massachusetts, where he's from, and started pitching his music to music companies and labels in places like Detroit, Virginia, Atlanta, Philadelphia, major cities across the country. That's how he connected and networking with music heavy hitters from the likes of Chris Brown, Eminem, Lil Baby, Will Smith. Now he's working with Jelly Roll. We're talking well-known hip-hop and world artists that we know. Joyner Lucas busted his ass in order to be seen and heard, and the rest was history. If Joyner Lucas can pull off what he did in order to make it in the music business to be seen and heard in nation and worldwide, how come some Boston local artists can't do the same by taking a page out of Joyner Lucas and the success he has made as an underrated hip-hop artist?
Well, to answer your question, Raphael, I like Joyner Lucas.
Me too.
I respect Joyner Lucas for making those smart moves. That is something that a few artists out of Boston could never do, nor not willing to put in the work the way Joyner Lucas did. And look where he's at right now currently, working with well-known major artists. While some locals in Boston are not even trying to do, but they expect the city of Boston to come save them.
You know what? That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen.
Joyner Lucas never asked his city in Worcester to come save him. He did the smart thing by taking his music out of Massachusetts and pitched his music across the country, putting in all that work. That's why he's at where he's at and not staying local to just Worcester, Massachusetts only 24/7.
Exactly.
That shows you that Joyner Lucas ain't local.
No,
he's national. And he has proven beyond a shadow of a doubt that even though he himself said on the Breakfast Club interview a couple years ago that he's still underrated compared to Drake, who we know is definitely overrated in the hip-hop game at the moment. I say Joyner Lucas made the right decision.
What's your thoughts on some out there from Boston who are hating on Joyner Lucas, claiming that he stole the spotlight from local Boston artists? When they saw the flashing billboard of Joyner Lucas being advertised in downtown Boston a couple years back. Plus, Lucas giving a shout out to Worcester first and then Boston second. Haters got mad because he shout out Worcester first.
Are you serious?
Are you
Those
serious?
mofos are mad because Joyner Lucas shouting out his own city in Worcester first before Boston?
That's where he's from!
That's what I'm saying!
Exactly.
Why would Joyner Lucas shout out Boston first before Worcester? He can't shout out his own city first where he from? Are you that goddamn sensitive?
That is
so what? He still gave Boston a shout out. What more do you want? What difference does it make whether he shout out Worcester first and Boston last?
Exactly.
That don't make no kind of sense. If I was born and grew up in Cambridge, Massachusetts, right across from the Charles River from Boston, and I made it big, you think I'm gonna shout out Boston first, then Cambridge second? Hell no.
I'm pretty sure Millie's, who is a rapper from Cambridge, shouts out Cambridge first and Boston second. Either way, Boston still gets a shout out.
Of course,
but again, these are hating ass mofos think Boston should always get shout out first.
Bullshit.
Get the fuck out of here.
Thank you.
Come on.
Exactly.
As for the haters claiming that Joyner Lucas stole the spotlight from Boston artists because he made it big, that is 1000% prime bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
Joyner Lucas is trying to put the city of Worcester on the map.
He already
and has
did that.
already done so.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
number one. Number two, why should Boston get all the credit and not other local neighboring cities in Massachusetts that these artists are representing? Let's be fair to those talents in those neighboring cities in Massachusetts and stop hating and being selfish of those artists who are also trying to make it.